Hello Tubesters, it's Gav. Welcome to another one of my videos. I forgot the wife was going out this afternoon. Result. So this is what I would say a quick video, like the last one was supposed to be, and it was about 25 minutes long. Now, as you'll see by the title, it's a shout out video. Most of these guys are probably well known to you. In fact, they're all probably well known to you. But I wanted to keep the shout outs going. I haven't done a lot recently. I've not been subscribed to a lot of channels that you guys would probably find interesting. I've been, obviously, since getting my pop in a few weeks' time, I've been getting back into Gundog channels type of stuff. Interests you guys really. But I will give a shout out to a fella at some stage, probably when we've got my little in here. Anyway, I'm digressing already. So I've got, let's just put the readers on. Let's not pretend I can actually see anything. Oh, there you are. Right, I've got 4 channels here. Yeah, I've been probably most of them, yeah, I've been subbed to them for ages. Some, a real long time. One of them I've been subbed to for ages, but could never see his channel because he put an age restriction on, but he's at last taken that off, and I just wanted to give him a shout out, not because he all of these guys will tell you it's not about the amount of subs that you get. Look there, Gav, the little people are in there. It's not about the amount of subs you get. People do chase them, especially when they first come on. They have a set amount. It's like 500, then it's 1,000, then it's whatever you want after that. I'm strongly of the opinion, and I've heard some other guys say it, it's the quality of the tubesters people. I call you all tubesters. We're all tubesters. My missus has been calling me a tube for years. It's about the quality of the interaction you get with those people, if you get me. Because a lot of people come and go, and YouTube in its infinite wisdom, probably for the advertising algorithms, will wipe people out. If you don't openly subscribe to somebody, I think it's within a month YouTube come along and wipe them out, which is why our analyticals go, oh, you've got an extra 30 people this month, and then it's just you're actually -5 at the end. It's just if you let them get into let them get into your head. I got so much crud swirling around in my head. There's no space for it. But I'm just saying, if you as a potential YouTuber out there, if you're thinking of doing a YouTube channel, please don't get hung up on the subs. I would say interact with other channels. There's some of these guys that I shout out. I don't always do what they do. They're nearly all car modelers actually. I enjoy watching what they're doing. They interact with me, and I just enjoy what they do. That's why I'm shouting them out. I want to, as I say, I can't do a lot for people, but I do like going through shouting out guys that I've shouted out 10 times. It doesn't matter if it gets them an extra 3 subs that month, great. But don't get hung up on the subs. Just enjoy the people that enjoy your stuff, if that makes sense. Your channel will grow. We're never going to be, unless you're chasing it directly for a money aspect of it, we are never going to be people with 100,000 subs, or you've really got to be pushing it. You've got to be literally salesman type or woman type stuff if you want those type of subs. A few people just click, they just click with people and they go woomph like a rocket going up in it. But most of us, we're on the dusty shelf with all the models and the figures. So just enjoy the people that's hanging around you. That's what I'm trying to say. But also help people out. I get helped out loads, and let's say if I can give people a shout out that I enjoy interacting with, then that's me doing something for them. Right. Few minutes has now turned into an hour. Cue the lift music. Right, first one, we've got Hot Rods Model Shop. Now all these will of course be in the description. This is Marcus, and he doesn't do just hot rods. He does cars in general. I've only been, he's the one I've been sub to just, I think, sometime before Christmas. I just find him, without ever knowing the fella, he seems to be a thoroughly decent human being. You know, he just seems to be a really nice bloke. You know, as again, you could be sitting in his kitchen drinking a mug of tea. All right, if you want to drink coffee, if you're in the States. No, Charlie Mack doesn't. But you know, I'm a tea drinker. You've turned the UK into, with your Starbucks and everything, into a nation of coffee drinkers. Not me. Never liked coffee. Anyway, I'm digressing again, aren't I? Yeah, he does 1 in 25 mainly cars. I love his work. It's great. And I just love Marcus's personality. You just know he's a decent human being. So I wanted to give him a shout out. So yeah, Marcus over in Kentucky. I hope you get 1 or 2 subs. I hope they don't all start unsubbing from you. You know that bloke in the UK. We're out of here. Anyway, Marcus, Hot Rods Model Shop. Please check him out in the description. He'd be appreciated. The next one is Fred Henry down in Georgia. Now Fred's a top skills model builder. He judges. He helps out, you know, his model club at different car shows. I've not been able to watch his stuff because when we had all that rubbish with the you know, is your channel made for, not made for youngsters, whatever it is. A lot of people, especially in the States, got, you know, oh, we're going to get huge fines here, and they all put the, like, you know, press the button, and well, I couldn't see any of them because whenever they say, like, you know, verify your age, I think, YouTube, you know who I am. I'm a content creator. Say that. You know who I am, but they want a driving license with a photo on. They want a passport. I'm not giving these, and he swore then, I'm not giving these people all this stuff, really. So I couldn't watch. I've always subbed to him, but I've never been able to watch his stuff. But a month or so ago, just before Christmas, he lifted the age restriction on his work, and I'm really glad he has, because there's a lot of us out there, me being one of them, who, I'm not a great modeler. You know, I struggle with my mental health problems. I can't read instructions very well. Car instructions on the American kits, because they're no, let's call them basics. That sounds insulting. I just mean that the older kits are fairly, the old format of instructions are fairly easy to follow. Even if I do still stuff them up. But Fred goes out of his way to teach you what he knows. He's not asking you for money. He's not asking you to sign up to anything. He's just giving you his knowledge to help you become a better builder. Whether you're a complete novice, and I wouldn't call myself a complete novice, but also I'm not, because of my head problems, I love doing the cars, but then I shy away from them because you know, I just never think they look very good. So they tend to take ages to do. So I do more of them, and maybe I will if the more I do, I know that the better I become. Tell this in here. But yeah, I really appreciate people that are like at the top of the game or their game, helping out others, and they're doing it just for no other reason than they want to encourage youngsters to get into it, but also, you know, older people, you know, either improve yourself or you know, start modelling, especially as he does cars and stuff mainly. So please go and check Fred Henry out. Again, really steady bloke. Again, you know, he's just a thoroughly decent human being. So without knowing him, if that makes sense, he just comes over on his videos. Yes, I know, I come over as a complete yamp, but that's something completely different. So that's number 2. Number 3, oh, an old pal of mine. Oh yes, Steve Jones Scale Models. Now, I cannot believe that my Mara Steve has the sub count that he's got. I keep saying it because I've shouted him out loads of times, and I'll keep shouting him out. He is another one, top skilled modeler, doesn't ask you for a penny, doesn't ask you sign up for this and I don't know what else, but you know what I mean. He's just saying, this is how I do things, I'm breaking it down, I'm giving my time up to make videos so you can become a better modeler. And he's not calling himself a great modeler. That's you know, he's not humiliated, Gav. Humility, something like that. You know, form them words around and you'll get it. He's just again a genuinely nice person, which I find that 2/3 of the figure painting and modelling community are. You know, you get your odd, don't swear, Gav. You know, you get your odd fool. But there aren't many. The majority of people are just really decent, kind-hearted people, and that includes the people that don't do channels. You know, you'll know the help I get from people. So please go and check Steve out. As I say, I don't understand it that he doesn't get more followers than he does. Does he do all the absolute top end lighting and editing and stuff? No, but you don't need it. It's a bloke at his desk showing you this is what I do. You know, so please give Steve. Sounds like I'm begging here, Steve. I'm begging for you. Let's go and check out Steve Jones, please. I just like, you know, he has got some subs, but I just think for what he does, gold medal winner at how many model contests, he deserves a heck of a lot more than, and for as I say, anybody that knows what they're doing and they're willing to give out that knowledge to other people. You know, they're not holding on to it like kryptonite, and they're not asking you for anything. You know what I mean? It's just, here I am, this is what I'm doing. I'm not calling myself some big shot. That's for Gav Booth to call me. I just want to help you, if I can, with your modelling. It's like being in a modelling club that most of us will never be in, but we are in one. Again, that's Gav's thoughts. Last one, number 4, but no means least. We would call him Arizona's finest. There's a lot of people in Arizona that probably call him a few other names, but especially when he burns them off at the lights. But we won't go into that. And it has to be, of course, Vinny. Vinny from Pit Stop Model Garage. He also does, I refuse to call it a railroad, oops, I just have, a railway. And yeah, he does railway stuff as well, but he's got a separate channel for that. But I'm shouting out his modelling channel. Occasionally he will flip up a couple of train videos. But again, a really nice bloke. He does all these giveaways, and he's not giving away so like to push himself up the ranks or for everyone to pat him on the back. He just likes, I would say, seeing a smile on other people's faces, but obviously you can't always do that. But you know, he just enjoys being around the community, and he's really been learning on a massive learning curve on his, because although he's top skills railway guy, he's just started making cars and trucks and stuff for lorries a few years ago, and you know, he's obviously learning a whole new skill set, and I just find him again a really decent human being. This could be called the decent human being shout out, shouldn't it? So please, you know, obviously don't go, when I say don't go, you know, go and sub to him, don't go knocking his front door, because you know, I don't know how he'd accept that. But please go and give Vinny a shout out. Give Vinny a sub. Again, somebody else who deserves a heck of a lot more subs than he's got. The problem is, I always find, and I've said this over and over again, although we are, and myself personally, you know, I do wargaming, figure painting. I've got stuff set up for wargaming again, and I keep saying that, and I will do it just whenever I decide to do it. But I'm all set up for that stuff. I enjoy wargaming. I can enjoy watching some other, wargaming channels. I'm not huge on battle reports, to be honest with you. I never have been, but I don't mind listening to what people think about figures, what they think about rules, that type of stuff, if that makes sense, or a synopsis on. That's a big word I can't even spell, but it's a word gap. But it's I like to break down maybe the battle that person's just had. So what's that word then? I have no idea. But I used to climb trees for a living. I didn't need a lot of capacity for words. But anyway, I do small scale figure painting. I do large scale busts and display figure painting. I do my scale modelling of literally every genre. In my stash, I've got 1 in 35 scale tanks. I've got 1 in 700 ships. I've got 1 in. Have I still got any 1 in 350 ships? Apart from HMS Kent, that's taken about 6 years to do since COVID. I don't believe I have. Oh, I have got I should show you one day, because it's lodged squarely behind that cupboard. If anybody ever wants to see one of those big Hella sailing ships, Gav's got one, and he actually did an unboxing, only to find that the video screwed up and you never got to see it. And there's a lot of work got to go. I was after a wooden deck, and I couldn't find one, so it's been sitting in there, and I won't do it until I get a wooden deck. So anyway, we'll go into that another time. But yeah, I do find that I forgot to say 1 in 72 aircraft, 1 in 48 scale aircraft, they all will get done. It's just when they get past my brain to actually get to do them. But what I'm trying to say is, badly, people will you only get a small amount of people that will cross over into other people's territory. It's like a gang. You know what I mean? Car modelers. Oh, you paint figures, Gav. Oh, I'm really that interested. Fair play. And we get tank modelers. Gav, a 15mm war games tank is not a model tank. Fair enough. What's your call type? You get what I'm saying? There are a lot of people that won't cross. They just want like one thing, and that's it. And they're losing out on something. Believe me, because I've got mates that do cross over, blokes and women that don't do my stuff, but enjoy me painting my figures, rambling away, and they've been a great support to me. I won't go, a lot of these on here, a lot more that'll get shouted out over the year, and I've been shouting them out for years because they've been marrows of mine for years on here, and they will. And I've got also people without channels that might be 1 in 35 scale modelers, but they're quite happy to see me 28mm figures, even my 2mm little tiny 2mm ancients. I've always said this, you can get somebody else's enthusiasm through watching, even skimming a video. You get the enthusiasm. As I say, my car builder marrows. There should be a 5th one on here. 5th one. Right, hang on a second. I'm really sorry. Shawn, you're number 5. That's because as I was going down, I saw Vinny's, and I forgot to mention you. Please go and check out. He's going to kill me for this. Please go and check out, because I ain't doing this video again, Shawn at the Scale Model Car Guy channel. I do wish he would have condensed and thought of a smaller name, but he can't. So please go and check out Shawn at the Scale Model Car Guy channel. Believe it or not, Shawn actually makes cars. He's a cracking bloke. He shouts everybody out, and he shouted me out on numerous occasions. And here's me. I have shouted him out on several occasions back, don't get me wrong. But I did mean to shout him out on this, and I've completely forgot. But you will be in the description. People might see you before they actually see the video, Shawn. So, bit of a faux pas there, wasn't it? No, I can't spell that either. But yeah, we're doing them spelling bees on here soon. Yeah, guys like Shawn, that's what came into that busted head of mine. Guys like Tom, all these guys on here, Marcus, Steve mainly does 1 in 35, but will do some 1 in 72 scale military modelling. there's still good enough blokes to come along and give me some support on my channel, even if they skim it. I'm watching you, Steve. Even if they skim it, you know, they still chuck a comment down, and I'm grateful for it. So I believe I'm going to have to put Ramble on this one again, aren't I? Because I can't stick to just... I keep blaming the head. My missus says I blame the head problems way too much. As I'm on the roof screaming I'm going to jump at any moment. No, I haven't done that. I'm close a few times. But anyway, thanks for stopping by and listening to the drivel. Believe me, go and check these guys out, because they don't speak drivel. They're just general, what did I say? Something human beings. Yes, they are. From all around the world. We've got one in the southwest of England, one in Arkansas, one in Kentucky, one in Arizona, and one in Georgia. So yeah, go and check these guys out and look them up, and you won't be disappointed. So look after yourselves. Thanks for listening to this other ramble, and I will disappear into the sunset. Until next time, look after yourselves.